Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As the leaves turn golden and we start digging out our coziest jumpers, there's another big change on the horizon. That's right, it's that time of year again when we say goodbye to British summertime. But when exactly do the clocks go back this year, and why do we even do this biannual ritual? Stick around, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating history and science behind it all. So let's get the most important question out of the way first. When do you need to change your clocks? This year, British summertime officially ends on the last Sunday of October. That means at 2 a.m. on that Sunday morning, the clocks will fall back 1 hour to 1 a.m. For most of us with smartphones and internet-connected devices, this happens automatically. But if you have any analog clocks, watches, or even a microwave with a flashing display, you'll want to manually set them back before you go to bed on Saturday night. The best part? You get an extra hour of sleep. It is the universe's small gift to make the arrival of colder weather a little more bearable. But why do we do this? What's the point of moving time itself? The whole concept of daylight saving time, or as we know it, British summertime, is all about making the best use of natural daylight. The idea isn't new. In fact, it was first seriously proposed right here in Britain by a builder named William Willett back in 1907. He was an early riser and an avid horse rider, and it frustrated him to see how much precious daylight was wasted during the summer mornings while most people were still asleep. He published a pamphlet called The Waste of Daylight, suggesting that moving the clocks forward in spring and back in autumn would save energy and give people more usable daylight in the evenings. Willett campaigned tirelessly for his idea, but it didn't catch on immediately. It took a major global event, the First World War, for governments to take it seriously. In 1916, Germany and its allies were the first to adopt daylight saving to conserve coal for the war effort. Britain and many other European nations, including the Allies, quickly followed suit. The Summertime Act was passed in the UK in 1916, a year after William Willett's death. So, while he never got to see his idea implemented, his legacy lives on every time we enjoy a long summer evening outdoors. The logic is simple. In the summer, we shift an hour of daylight from the very early morning, when most people are asleep, to the evening when they are awake and active. This means people can spend more time outside after work or school, and it was believed to reduce the need for artificial lighting, thus saving fuel. When autumn arrives and the days get shorter, we revert to Greenwich Mean Time, or GMT. This realignment ensures that the sunrise doesn't happen too late in the morning, making it a bit easier to get up and go to work or school in the daylight. Over the years, there have been some interesting experiments with this system. Perhaps the most significant was the British Standard Time experiment, which ran from 1968 to 1971. During this period, Britain didn't put the clocks back in the autumn and remained on GMT+1 all year round. The goal was to see if this would reduce accidents and save energy. The results were mixed. While there was a noticeable decrease in road accidents in the evenings, because it was lighter, there was an increase in accidents in the darker mornings, particularly in the north of the country and Scotland, where the sun rose very late. After a debate in the House of Commons, the experiment was ended, and we returned to the system of changing the clocks twice a year. So, what are the pros and cons today? Supporters argue that British summertime reduces energy consumption, boosts tourism, and encourages a more active outdoor lifestyle, which is great for both physical and mental well-being. That extra hour of light in the evening during summer is perfect for barbecues, evening walks, or playing sports in the park. However, there's a growing chorus of critics. Opponents point to the disruption it causes to our body clocks, also known as our circadian rhythms. That 1 hour shift, twice a year, can mess with our sleep patterns for several days, leading to what some people call social jet lag. Farmers also often point out that it disrupts the schedules of livestock, who operate on their own natural rhythms. And the debate about road safety continues, with arguments for both sides depending on the time of day. Some modern studies also question whether the energy savings are still significant in today's world, where our energy usage is much more complex than it was a century ago. As we prepare to turn our clocks back, it's more than just a simple chore. It's a link to our history, a reflection of our relationship with the sun and the seasons, and a topic of ongoing debate. Whether you love the extra hour of sleep in autumn or dread the darker evenings that follow, it's a shared experience that marks the turning of the year. It's a signal to embrace the cozy comforts of autumn and winter, to enjoy hot chocolates, warm fires, and the different kind of beauty this season brings. So, remember to set your clocks back on that last Sunday of October. Enjoy your extra hour in bed, and let's get ready for the season ahead. What are your thoughts on daylight saving? Do you wish we'd stick to one time zone all year round, or do you like the change? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you found this little journey through time interesting. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Until next time, stay curious and stay well.